Welcome to The Weekend View. We'll be working with the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Quick side note, I don't believe in coincidences, so if you clicked on this video, stick around till the end. There's something in this message that you need to hear. So let's get into it. Starting off with what we can expect and or what our focus will be this weekend. Here we've got think it through. All right, so you're going to want to focus on your thoughts. The power of your thoughts will be a major factor in how things turn out for you this weekend. As you process your words and thoughts this weekend, make sure you're thinking positively, that you're approaching your desires with positive expectations. And let me say it for you one more time, because this is really what your focus should be on, and that is positive expectations. Your expectations can serve as your most beneficial tool or your worst enemy. If you genuinely expect to get what you want, guess what? You are way more likely to see that happen. So don't hope for the best, expect it. Now, let's talk about what it is we need to begin embracing this weekend. And we have release your blocks. Okay, so some of you have some deep-rooted fears that may be blocking the blessings that want to come through for you. And it's actually keeping you from having positive expectations. Because we want to embrace this much needed release, we may need to step away from something that is keeping our vibrations low. For some, you may need to take a hiatus from consuming the news and or anything that is mostly negative or violent in nature. For some of us, we may need to put a little distance between us and a friend or family member who may trigger us and or amplify our fears. By taking a little mental detox, if you will, you'll give yourself the space and opportunity to release the blockages that may be standing in the way of you being a bit more optimistic. Next, let's get into what it is you need to be bringing into the weekend. We have go deeper. Well, clearly we have a theme here this weekend. We need to be intentional and deliberate with how we are thinking. We're talking about bringing some serious introspection into this weekend. We get so busy with day-to-day life that we don't even have the time to get really deep about how life is affecting us. But it seems necessary that you make it a point to go inward about your mindset and the things that may be stifling your growth. For some, you may need to get real with how your habits are affecting you. You may be moving towards an abundance mindset as you work to let go of the lack mentality. Some of you may be silently dealing with an addiction that no one knows about, and deep down you're ready to make that change for the better. So don't be afraid to go deep and seek your truth this weekend. It's a vital part of establishing genuine positive expectations. And the last thing I want to touch on before you get your weekend started is what you need to leave behind. And the card that came out is make time for self-love. This weekend, you are leaving behind the people-pleasing in exchange for the time you need to tend to yourself. As a recovering people-pleaser, I know how natural it feels to tend to everyone else. It may even feel easier in some ways, but it doesn't truly serve you. Please allow yourself to take all the time you need to get to the root of what's going on inside of you. Really acknowledge the truth of where you are mentally so that you truly get to where you want to be. Yes, you want your loved ones to feel good and be happy, but you deserve the very same thing. Trying to convince yourself that everything is fine when it's not is detrimental to your overall well-being. So please, please, please take the time you need this weekend. Just to recap, this weekend, you'll want to focus on your thoughts and making sure you're truly having positive expectations. You'll want to embrace a little distance from the people and things that are creating blockages in your life. You're going to want to get really serious about introspection and being real about where you are at this time. And you're going to want to leave the people-pleasing behind in exchange for some much-needed time with yourself. Thank you for joining us for the Weekend View. My name is Meheba, your intuitive guide. And as always, may the looking glass allow all of us to see peace.